I did. All night I spent rugby, sharpening, only on the fuller a rust stem. On the point, the prints of your greasy fingers. You will pay for this.
The Duchess summoned him.
After the tournament.
I wonder what for.
Master Richard, you wouldn't be seeking an apprentice, would you? Bathe, lady, spade. For you know neither the day.
As punishment for our sins!
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ, locked in chains.
Our ancient traditions!
It's late, I know. Sorry to bother you. But I need to talk to the Duchess.
It's no trouble. I had not yet laid my head to rest. As to her illustrious highness, I fear you will have to wait until the sun has risen again. Make yourself at home. Milton mentioned you'd been to Corvo Bianco to see the beast's victim. Learn anything new from Nabotti?
Well, since we have to wait anyway, steel yourself for a long story.
And how is it we passed from your account of the investigation to reminiscing about the succubus?
'Cause those were good times. And we were younger. Always nice to talk about that. Look, sun's up.
And let's tarry no more. Her Enlightened Highness is sure to have arrived at the Tourney grounds by now. Let us go.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of the sort of the arena in Neuburg. There, a nice picture of a Shelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shelmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shelmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a... Who's going?
Guillaume, yup.
Yeah.
Great love, the monster.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
that Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, it's the last...
Master Geralt!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast!
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly... honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena...
Your Grace.
Naturally. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell her...
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien Telatour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you.
I know already.
No. A Bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate?
Geralt insinuates
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided title to the vineyard shall be given...
Lovely,
Is it? Yet, in its mood, a morgue should...
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract. How'd it start?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed.
Crespi was not alive.
How'd he die?
We're quite unusual.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable. With the first murder, terror gripped the city.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility.
Do you believe me, an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon de Lac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times, knights' fate...
He made a veritable fortune in the great...
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue.
Let's think.
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a nightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such, earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often...
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need...
Rather problematic.
We must call off the game.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I said... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Come
Faster,
on.
Geralt!
Your Grace
Right
seems
like
right
the
at
wind.
home in the saddle.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. You will get hold of the...
The unicorn.
It's terribly skip. It runs around...
Golden
Please, skip. Look there. The golden fish. All clear?
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to drive.
What's new, mon ami?
Perhaps an app
We would not be...
for you.
Hush, or you'll spook the beast.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Damn it. Come on, stay calm. Shh. Easy.
Well, flagrant sirs, we must...
Wanna fight? Step on up.
The cheek! Ah! Man needs to be taught a lesson. We shall teach you manners. He's a cheat, a cad. You shall regret your dishonesty now. Defend yourself, rogue. The impotence. He's a cheat, a cad. You shall regret your dishonesty now. The man needs to be taught a lesson.
Halt! Vagrant! I demand satisfaction!
Gardens are huge. You'd be better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social norms.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What goes? Do you think I don't know that?
That's an outrage!
That forks, sir.
Do something!
Do what?
Ah! Ouch!
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rule.
I am the rules. Geralt!
Got a key and a clue.
I've another. Who wrote this drip? I begin like a groan, hollowed up.
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to...
It did. I do not know you. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me.
You've killed 4 innocent...
And you.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though.
I'll soon be done. No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
I won't let you kill it.
To stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration.
I had help. From
him? How?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get...
So you being here, it's no coincidence?
Your powers of deduction. I came here for Detlef. I fear his big...
So that's his name.
You might call it that.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed...
For good reason, I'm sure.
So in your opinion...
Precisely what I wish to find out.
Got a lot of faith in...
Despite appearances to the contrary, you...
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell...
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus...
Huh. Vampires rarely help human.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a...
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small...
Probably same thing it means to a human.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood...
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. one they hone over centuries. It's precisely in point of fact. He prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific?
How should I say this?
Suggesting he's maladjusted.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times.
Gotta find him before something upsets him.
Well, we share...
Not entirely.
I know you've a contract on his head.
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do...
Fine. All right.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I'd makeshift quarters.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here.
Still invest...
Sirs, we must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Sir!
Letter?
Can't rightly say...
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs rather than merely the wine. I recently came across the mention of one, though the details are rather murky. I enclose a map I found. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this letter without...
A professor...
The little lamb whose face was white as snow.
Ooh!
Old Gotish found his way to the...
Run, Roach. Go, go.